Welcome back, you lovely bunch. Thanks for tuning again. I hope you're all doing good out on the very lovely Marin headlands. So my favourite bike does seem to chop and change daily. It's currently this beast. I'm loving it. And I've got a bit of good news. I've just signed another 2-year contract with the awesome guys at Marin Bikes. So that is probably my longest relationship I've ever had is now with a bike brand. I've got no idea how long I've been riding for Marin Bikes. I think it is probably over 7 years. I mean, absolutely ages. They are a lovely, lovely bunch. They make awesome bikes, and I'm stoked to tell you guys that that's going to continue. So I'll continue riding these lovely bikes on this channel. And I'll be honest, I mean, I hope Marin don't watch too many of my videos. And even if Marin decided not to sponsor me, there's no way I'm going to replace my headlands. Like, I love this bike and I'd continue riding it, and that is the honest truth. Anyway, I'm so hungry today. I've been zooming around, getting kiddo ready for school, putting together loads of little bits and bobs, and I forgot to eat. So first thing on the list for today is go and get some food, and then we're going to have a bit of a pedal, and I'm going to tell you about all the fun things I've planned with Marin Bikes for 2025. And I think 2025 has something a little bit different in store. Stay tuned to find out exactly what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, look, this is the aftermath. There's been like a mega storm here for the last few days, and everything was like flooded, underwater. All the trees have been battered, fences blown down, so it's nice to actually be outdoors riding rather than on the turbos. Let's go and find some food and enjoy some of this grey English weather. My plan was to go up there. I think we're going to go around the other way. I'm going to leave these guys to it. Look how dirty you are, mate. Okay, the noise my bike is currently making. So I mentioned there was a storm. Apparently, the entire woods here is underwater, and that sounds awful. There's like so much grit in my rotors. I'm gonna actually try and wash it out with a little bit of water. I don't know if that's gonna work, but oh my god, it sounds awful. My poor bike. I was just saying that I love this bike. It's my favourite bike, and now right. Well, I knew it was going to be a little bit wet, but that was slightly ridiculous. Every footpath was basically a little river. I did want to get a bit dirty on today's ride, and I feel like I've been very successful so far. I mean, I don't know if I can actually get through here. The plan was to, let me show you. My plan was to ride down here. So you guys would have seen me ride this cycle path like loads of times, right? Well, that's where I want to go. And I don't think I'm going to go over there. And at the end of that road, there's a very nice little hut where I can get a bacon sandwich. And the plan was to go over there and get a bacon sandwich, but like, wow, look at this train track. This is mad. Look, can you see this? I think it's all washed in and just totally washed. this entire cycle path away. There we go then, looks like we're going to be heading back the way we came because, well, this is not passable, is it? I was just talking to some workmen and apparently, yeah, it's just screwed everything, like the bank's burst and everything's been washed away, and this is not going to be passable for quite some time, which is a shame because I really, really, really like that little route. I mean, I can still get to the other side, you just have to ride the roadway all the way around. So I suppose whilst I am continuing my search for food, I might as well chat to you about, yeah, the plans for 2025 and Marin bikes. And as a sponsored cyclist, and as I'm part of the team, I get to pick whatever bike I want to ride. And quite often, I will pick the more expensive ones because at the end of the day, they're free and I'm doing this for a job. So why would I not pick the more expensive bikes in the range? Because it just makes sense, right? I mean, someone's going to give you something for free, you'd pick the most expensive thing. But one thing I've noticed, especially when it comes to the mountain bike range from Marin, like their mountain bikes are far too much bike for me. You know, I don't need a bike that's that expensive. And it got me thinking about the channel and a lot of other channels and a lot of stuff out on the internet. I'm still riding around on like a high-end carbon bike, and it was my Gestalt that got me thinking. Like, I built up one of their cheaper bikes and I really like that bike, and I'm about to like winterize that bike. You know, the weather's, I'm going to chuck some mudguards on, I'm going to put some like nice road tyres on, some bigger wheels. I've got some like new WTB carbon wheels for it, and that's going to become my winter road bike again. And I don't know if this is going to appeal to you guys, but I would like to start trying out the cheaper range bikes from Marin. You know, like, what is their entry-level gravel bike like? What is the entry-level mountain bike like? You know, I test a lot of cheaper mountain bikes, but how about not getting the £7,000 like top of the line mountain bike to ride? Why don't I get like the more entry level? Do I need the highest end stuff? Like, I'm not competing, I don't really have like loads of plans to go and compete. I'm not doing like ultra distant things. I thought about it, but I just don't have the time. So maybe something I could look at on the channel is testing out the like cheaper, like not high-end bikes. Like, yes, I will ride like my nice carbon bikes, I will ride my nice road bikes, and it is the Gestalt that kind of got me thinking that, because it's such a good bike and it's not expensive, but it's significantly cheaper than like the Headland. Is it as good? No. But for most people and for what people want to use it for, it's a damn good bike, you know. So there we go. I've had to like carry on moving, carry on riding, because I was absolutely freezing. Oh, it is. The temperature has just suddenly dropped. I mean, essentially, it's up to you guys, you know, and Marin, if they'll give me the bikes. I think you get my point. I waffle, but eventually we get there. Anyway, big thanks to Marin for the continued support. Massive thanks to you guys as always. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys very soon. Bye.